us look like we've been up to something, you know?
It's a real... Saul, how'd you find out about Mario?
It was an accident. I was...
you were in an accident with Mario?
I got into a car accident.
Wow.
I was just meeting somebody about fixing a pedal or something, and he just suggested that I meet outside of Mario's building. He knew Mario.
Okay.
And so I met him there, and I said, well, what is this place anyway? He said, oh, it's, do you not know? You know, so he just took me in, and now I'm in a guitar factory.
Yep.
It didn't hit me all at once what was going on. You know, it didn't really dawn on me that this is a man who's you know, basically starting from a tree and building it by hand from scratch all the way to the end, you know. And we're just so used to picking up guitars, and we like them or we don't like them, but it didn't really dawn on me what he was doing. And so I had a neck at home that was given to me actually by the King Crimson guys. I had this wonderful neck that I thought, well, this guy's got all these bodies, let me just order a body, you know, for the neck. And so put a body on the neck, and the body was so amazing that it trumped the neck, so then I ordered a neck. And that's how I started with Mario, is I just started putting parts and pieces together. And then realizing shortly after that I bet you he could probably do a way better job putting this stuff together than I can, you know. So that's when I got into, hey, this is what I want. I want this neck, I want this body, I want these pickups, I want. And once I got my first guitar that I ordered properly with Mario, I mean, I'm 6 or 7 guitars in at this point. And, you know, for me personally, you know, at this stage of our careers, at this age, you know, we certainly, this just needs to just fit like a glove and feel like it's supposed to feel and play like it's supposed to play with no questions about it. And when I pick his instruments up, that's how I feel. I feel like nothing really fully compares, especially in the world of Strats and Tellys, but he does make that serpentine, which I really play the most, actually.
Yeah, I agree, the quality's top notch and the feel is there.
Yeah, yeah, there's nothing like it. And you know, he strives to keep that quality at a very, very high level, I think, just because he refuses to
compromise.
To compromise.
Agreed.
And he is hand-picking, you know, every piece of wood, and goes with the Polonia a lot, which is another thing that appealed to me, because I got the back thing going on. And, yeah.
Is that a Polonia also?
This is not, because this guitar was assembled and I just wouldn't leave it without it. But every other one that I own is. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, how did you find out about him?
You?
Me?
Well, I'd seen a couple guys before, but I wasn't familiar enough to know what they were or anything until you started. You said you're...
you played Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia was like, you said, the keeper. So I picked that up and I was like, that is
Forever
a nice
guitar. Forever.
The cool thing I like about it is it looks like an aged, you know, well-worn telly. And it's just very tastefully done. It's not beat up like a Fender Relic or anything like that. And the Polonia is really what sold it. It's so light.
And really, that's what it is about those super vintage Tellys, those Fender Tellys and Strats, is you go, well, how do they get this kind of resonance and stay this light? How are these guitars this good? Why can't they make these guitars this good anymore, you know?
Yeah.
And I think he's dialed it in better than anybody else.
Yeah. And his age, his relicking and all that's just great. I would do without the little girly thing, but you know.
Sure.
Chris has it's like an age thing, I guess.
Wow.
Oh, he's good.
5 minutes into it, and it finally hit.
Out,
He
I'm
wants
sure.
to try to get as close to a breast as he possibly can.
I was just, Mike, what's going on with the guitar you have in your hands?
So this one, this was an accident because I just said I'm not going to buy any more guitars. Literally the week before.
I remember you saying that.
You need to put that on that picture that's going around with Ray Liotta laughing. Right.
He just, as soon as I walked in the door, he handed it to me. Picked it up. I said, "Hold it till Monday." And I did. I mean, I didn't have to think about it because I played Chris's, and I know he loves this guitar, and I loved it. I toured the shop with Chris at one point, and that's where we found his little sparkly guy before it was even put together. And so I kind of knew I wanted one. I'm just bad about, I don't like waiting. I'm an instant gratification dude.
Or maybe just jumping on things that are speaking to you, knowing how to just jump on those.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it is with the Mario thing too. You know, visiting him is often very dangerous, you know, because the instruments are just that good. It's that feeling of like, I'm buying this.
Well, that's another thing too. I'm a sucker for rosewood fretboards, and that's, even though I love these, I always gravitate, you know, at night to the rosewood fretboards. And so I saw this, I was like, Apollonia, it's rosewood, and it's such a freaking cool color. And it's almost iridescent between gold and green, but it's just, and the neck is great. I don't have huge hands, so it's a nice slim neck, well worn. I mean, it's just light as heck. Plus, one of my main Andersons that I've used forever and ever. I mean, it's been my #1 guitar for a long time before I got my red one. It has the humbucker in the neck, and I've always loved that combination. So it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of it too, is that you can, you know, you can say, build me a telly with 3 P90s and a trem.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's gonna be right on.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty of being able to just know what it is that you want and order it, you know, and he'll build it.
Yeah. So what about your Serpentine? That's a Mario original design there.
Well, and that's exactly, you know, leading to the point of standby, is, you know, ordering what you want, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I have very specific needs when it comes to my gig, you know, my original gig. I do rely on a lot of, you know, tricks and gadgets and loops and things, and sustain and 13-pin connectivity. And you know, when I start ordering a guitar, I can see he's just going, oh boy, here we go. And that's just exactly what it is. I wanted the mini hum in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted this guitar with a mini hum. My original Serpentine that I play all the time has got 2 TV Jones in it.
Mm-hmm. Is that your blue one?
It's like a kind of they call it Coke bottle green.
Right,
It's got like
right.
that green sparkle. And I love those pickups on their own, but that TV Jones does what TV Jones does. It is what it is. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And this is a Lawler mini hum, and I've got this Lawler mini hum in several other guitars, and I
Mhm.
just love this in the bridge position.
I have one of mine too. It's a great pickup.
So I wanted this back here, and I use infinite sustain on, you know, a lot of different things. Sometimes I use it with this gadget, Ebo-ish kind of gadget or whatever.
Mhm.
So this was something I wanted in there, and so, you know, but all these types of things. So again, you can start from scratch and say, I want a Serpentine, I want this, I want that, and, you know, it makes it happen.
I don't think I've ever seen a candy apple green telly.
I haven't.
Especially with that goldish
I know.
highlight kind of thing, man. And is that candy apple green?
I think so. I think that's what Mark called it
And
on the Facebook the other day.
And definitely under the lights last night, it went from looking almost a Sherwood green to almost like a limed up gold top.
Gold. There's a
Yeah.
picture that you stuck up there, right? One of you guys looked a little like this part started looking gold.
Mm-hmm.
Great guitars.
Great guitars.
I'm a fan.
And you know, the thing is that he's located right here in Middle Tennessee too. So it's like, you know, if he was in India, I'd be ordering guitars from India. You know, it's like he happens to be a guy that I'm very just attracted to the way he builds guitars, and I would go wherever he is. But he happens to be a 30-minute drive away, so which is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Yeah.
Last time I went down there, it cost me some money.
But you got sparkly out of it.
But I got a
That's right.
The
beautiful.
neck on that thing. That is just. We saw the neck. That's all we saw at first. That neck is gorgeous.
I'll see your sparkle and raise you some.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hold your eyes, everybody.
Watch out.
Hold your eyes.
Sparkle fest. It's a glitter fest. That's crazy.
I'm just gonna hold one note and let Michael riff around it. You should have stayed there then.
Second.